Hello everybody! It's a Monday and it's another edition of my Make It Monday where each week I share with you on Monday something that has caught my attention, whether it's a cute card, a fun fold, or a party favor, and I wanted to share with you so that it might inspire you to do something as well. Need to be creative all the time. It's good for the soul. Anyway, so the reason, before I go into the main project, I wanted to let you know that the next 2 weeks, September 20th and the 27th, my videos will go live at 4 o'clock, not 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I'm actually flying out to Seattle this Friday to help my daughter find an apartment in Seattle. She's moving there from Philadelphia. So I'm doing the motherly thing and help her find an apartment. And I'm sure all the mothers out there will relate and understand why I need to do that. So anyway, so the 4 o'clock time on the West Coast is a little bit more manageable for me to keep. So that way I want to make sure that I'm with you when it goes live. So please make a note on your calendar not to, although, you can always replay, but for those of you who enjoy watching me live, it's going to be at 4, not 5 o'clock. Hi, Mona. Thank you for joining in. Anyway, so that was one announcement I needed to make. And the other announcement was October 2nd is World Card Making Day. And I want to invite all of you to come join me and my team members as we spent about 4 hours that day demonstrating cards. It'll start at 10 with moi. I will be doing a mystery card, so it's you'll have to come and find out what the card is all about. And if you want to join along, which I hope you will, I do have a supply list that's, I think I already posted it on my page. Just gather the supplies together, and when 10 o'clock rolls around, we'll make the card together. So it should be a lot of fun. Hi, Pam. Thanks for joining in. Anyway, so that was October 2nd, World Card Making Day. What else do I need to say? Oh, and October 9, my Let's Kit Together session, the Christmas kits will be here. So if you want to get a head start on your Christmas cards, come on over. It's a lot of fun working on the kits. It's no stress, hassle-free. You finish it, you go home feeling accomplished that you've made some cards. So the October 9th session will have some Christmas card kits there. So if you're interested in getting a head start on your Christmas cards, be sure to reserve a spot. Because of COVID, I am limiting the size of the class. I try not to have more than 6, ideally 4 to 6. So if you are interested, be sure to message me and I'll reserve a spot for you then. Okay, I think that's it. Yep, celebration's still ongoing, so I hope you've taken advantage of that and earned some free products. So what we're gonna do today is coloring with Soft Pastels. And let me flip the camera around and we will get started. Hey, Becky. Yay. I'm glad to see you join me online when I'm live. All right. I think I'm getting better at adjusting this camera. Soft Pastels. This might be easily overlooked for some of you, so let me just remind you where you find this. Here's the Soft Pastels. It is only $9, and boy, it is so much fun to play with. Now, this one is not to be confused with the chalks that we used to have. And I have done a little looking up, and so pastels is different from chalks in that A, it doesn't have any chalk, and B, it is pure pigment. So the color is really great, and it's long-lasting, and I'm going to show you today what my favorite techniques are with this pastels. And what we're going to play with today is this bundle, this Gorgeous Leaves bundle. I mean, this particular stamp set, well, I love fall leaves, being that we don't have any on Guam. I love fall leaves, and this one is just begging you to do it with soft pastels. So let's get started. And it does come with the dies. Okay, there we go. So, oops, sorry. Okay, so the first method I want to show you is you will need a versamark ink pad. And when you're working on this, I usually recommend people have on hand a watermark in refill because you want to make sure it's juicy. So let me just go ahead and see, this is a very well-loved versamark ink pad. That's how you know, right? No shame in showing you this, okay? All right, so I have got this already set, so we're going to ink it up. I generally like to do this, especially with this, this type of cling mount, because I'm less prone to catching the ink on the edges here, okay? Hi, Nancy. Wow, today is a bonanza for me. All my friends are online watching me live. I'm not pressured. There's no pressure whatsoever. Okay, so after that's done, I'm going to, usually the Versamark ink is for embossing, but in this particular instant, we're using it for the chalk, okay? Now this is a very soft, subtle look, so don't be afraid to bring in the darker colors. So what I'm going to do is, this is your best friend. So what I'm going to do is scrape out some colors, okay? Okay, and we are going to use the sponge daubers. I know, Becky, we were talking about how we can never find what we're looking for, and sure enough, one of the things that I haven't been able to find my stash of sponge daubers, so you'll have to excuse my very well-loved sponge daubers, because I don't know where my new ones are. So anyway, so you pick up the color here, okay, and just gently swirl. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, gently swirl. So then what you're going to do is, I'm going to wipe off the excess and bring in some of the red. Okay, for the edges. Okay. Isn't this fun? It gives you kind of like a watercolor look, but without having the water. Because, you know, sometimes I don't like the mess with the water. Okay. And let's see. If you want to bring in more color, let's try the green here. I mean, the whole idea is to have fun with the blending of the color. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oops, is the camera shaking? Okay, what do you think? That's just so pretty. As I said, it's just perfect for this type of solid image. So this type of technique is great for solid image stamps, because that way it allows you to stick the colors on there. So let's do another one just for safeties, so that you get what I'm doing. We can do some different colors. Okay, let's do one over here. Okay, and this time, let's see, we'll start with the red. Okay. I love how it just appears. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in some purple. I mean, this is art. You can make your leaves whatever color you want it to be. Okay, I think, am I showing on camera? It's kind of hard. Okay, there. I think I am. Oh, wow, look at that. Isn't that cool? Now the splatter that you see is part of the design, okay? Cool. Maybe a little bit more red. And maybe a little bit more green. Oops, you know what? I want this green this time. I find the apple green a very good green color, if there's such a thing. Okay, I think I need a little bit more. Oh yeah. I love how that gives it that pop of color. Okay. See? Ta-da! So it's sort of like the baby wipe technique, but without the water. Okay? So what am I going to do with this? So here's one of the cards that I made. So this is also with the versamark. As you know, the versamark is what we call the watermark ink, right? So it does the watermark. And this is the card. Yep, Granny Apple Green. I find myself gravitating towards Granny Apple Green for most of my leaves because it's a very Guam green look, if you know what I mean. Yeah, see, it's a very subtle look. And of course, you can always color onto the die cut as well. Okay, so there's one card. And here's another card that I made. This one highlighting the Poppy Parade red that's within the leaves. And this one is just a very simple card. And this, for fall, I tend to bring out my very vanilla cardstock. So this is a very vanilla, thick cardstock. And I love this set because it also has these, what do you call it? I call them my fake ink splatters, right? These are just like workhorse. I love these. So that's what I did. Of course, this is stamped off, so it's not concentrated. So after I had stamped these and colored with the pastels, then I die cut these leaves. Okay. Okay. And when you're dealing with this is perfect to use the adhesive sheets. So if you have not tried the adhesive sheets with your die cuts, especially the very intricate die cuts like this, you are missing out, okay? Because it really makes it so much easier to adhere your intricate die cuts onto a card. No more trying to put little glue amongst the little things, and yeah, you need the adhesive sheet. So this particular set, which I'm using today, which I'll be using a lot with the fall coming, is part of the bundle, right? It's the, I think, Gorgeous Leaves bundle. So this set, you'd save 10% by purchasing the whole set. That's $44, okay? So, hello, $44, and this, if you're interested in this technique, you get the pastels, that's like $9. You've already earned a free gift, right? What a deal, right? Even better deal is you can get this for free. How do you get this for free? By joining my team, by becoming, purchasing a starter kit, okay? So the starter kit is such a good deal that I just have to take a moment and explain it to those of you who are not familiar with it. The starter kit, it's sort of like a membership fee, if you will. So you could get this bundle for free when you purchase the starter kit. There's no better value, especially if you have a long list of, things you want to get. Because do the math, $125 worth of products for only $99. And this bundle is $44, and it will be free. And you have no shipping. So you save what? $125 of products, so that's $12.50 of shipping. this $44 bundle, you save $4.40 in shipping. That's already $16.90 you've saved. Plus, did you know when you sign up, you get a past paper pumpkin kit, a past one. So I don't know which one you'll be getting, but there is one. And that's like a $21 value, right? So if you add that all up, that's almost like a $200 worth of products for only $99. Good deal, right? So if you are interested in pursuing this, let me know. And if you don't have a demonstrator you're working with, let me know, because I would love to work with you. Okay? And it's so much fun joining my team. Anyway, so this is one sample. And in addition to stamping on the light cardstock, it also works on dark. See how it gives that leaf just a little bit more life to it. Okay? And I didn't get to finish this as a sample, but I wanted to show you that even with the dark, this is what, misty moonlight, it's a great way to add color to the ink, the image, without having to really color. Because normally once you stamp this, how else are you going to add color to it, right? So this is a great way to add color after the fact. Okay? All right, so what do you think so far? Another way you can apply the chalk is with, ta-da, Q-tip. Yep, that's it. So when you purchase $50 worth, say for example, you did purchase the bundle, you did purchase the pastels, one of the things you could earn for free is this beautiful black and white designer series paper. And you can use this, I mean, free paper, right? Practice on free paper. It doesn't hurt as much, right, if you make a mistake. So let's get started. So here we go. So I've cut this one, okay? And you know what I realized? I realized I forgot to turn on the light. I hope it's okay, right? You guys are seeing okay? Because right before I went live, my husband called, even though I had told him, don't call anymore, I'm ready to go live. But he calls. So of course, a good wife, you answer the phone in case something happens or he needed to say something, right? Anyway, so again, this is one of the pick a tool, right? And you just scrape a little bit. This goes a long way, so don't be afraid that you're using up your pastel. So what you do is, actually, you know what? I'm going to start with the lighter color first. Okay. Okay. So all you do is just dab the color with your Q-tip and just rub on the color. Doesn't get any more difficult than this. Okay, let me just bring it up to show you. See? And then the purple. So what I do is, I usually try to do the accents first. Okay, and then go back and coax some of the color out so it's shading. So you don't use a lot of the pigment, you just use a tiny bit. Okay, and then now I need to use the green. Get a new one. There we go. Okay. And let's see. And you'll just mat it. right? And then here's the card. Ta-da! Wanted you to see the shading. Oh, and what I did here, I don't know if you can see the shimmer. I colored it over with the Wink of Stella. Okay, I think you can see it. That wasn't too hard, right? I think everybody is capable of coloring with pastels. And here's another card that I made. And this particular card, I used this for some interest, textural interest, but not competing with this, right? And see, again, I used the pastels to color the center of this. This is from the Metals die. Okay. Easy, right? Okay, and of course, other ways you can color is with your water painters. And that's just like with anything, you just, here's another one of these. Let me show you. And let me get the water out. So let me squeeze the water out. Okay, the water's out. And you just directly, ooh, look how vibrant the color is. And that's the thing about pastels I've read, is it's pure pigment. So you're getting the rich color. Right? See? And then of course you rub it off, and then you put, let's see what other color I want. Oh, okay, I don't want to do another purple. I guess blue flower. How's that? There you go. Trying to think. I think there are blue flowers, right? The first thing that comes to mind is the blue bonnet, right? Is that flower? And if you find that the color's not rich enough, then you just start scraping a bit to release it. Oops. Oh, see? So you can calibrate how intense you want the color by how much scraping you do with the pastels. There. Okay? Is that pretty? Anyway, so those are my most used ways of applying pastel to my projects. And they're simple, they're easy to apply, and not really needed for much skill, as you can see. Just really simple. The key is, especially if you're working with the versamark, is when you're rubbing it, just do it gently, because you don't want to accidentally rub off the versamark ink image, right? Then you won't have anything left. Okay, so let me see. Are there any questions? Okay, I'm not seeing any questions. I hope this is something that you are intrigued enough that you would want to try with to color. It is a very soft look. So in a sea of brightness, this is a really calming palette. Of course, you could put more color in it, like this particular card. But anyway, so this is a perfect set. So any card, any stamps that are solid image, like this one is from the seasonal basket, I believe. So you want to make sure it's a solid image for best results. Hi, Arlene. Glad you could jump in. Anyway, so yeah, so this is pastels. Very nice and easy, right? So thank you for tuning in, if I don't see any questions, I guess it's time to say goodbye. And again, remember, for the next 2 Mondays, my videos will come on at 4 o'clock, not 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, as I will be in the States, and that is 11 o'clock at night. Actually, one of them, the 27th it is, that Monday, I'm actually in the air. So, well, right before I go on airplane. So that's the change. And I do hope to see all of you in my 10 o'clock session and also my other team member session on World Card Making Day. Okay? Thank you again for jumping in and watching this, whether you're watching this live with me or on replay. I really appreciate it. So if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. That would be such an encouragement to me. And better yet, also share this with your friends. Okay? And I shall say goodbye. Bye. Thank you.